Hello, Rick Komarek, Certified Financial Planner here, bringing you an article I just loaded to my blog titled Avoiding 7 Retirement Traps. You've saved, invested for decades, and you're gearing up for retirement, or maybe you've already left your job. While the idea of leaving your career behind may be appealing, it is a monumental change that can also be unsettling for some folks. You will be sailing in a new direction and you will take on new challenges. Your daily routine will dramatically change and you'll begin to rely on a lifetime of savings. So, what should you do? We've got 7 points here. Number one is a more conservative investment posture may be in order. There was little reason for concern when you were 30 years old and volatility struck. In fact, the idea of dollar cost averaging and buying shares at a lower price may have been appealing. Besides, the market has a long-term upward bias, and it would be decades before you would tap into your 401k or IRA. But today, market volatility can be much more disruptive. A big decline in stocks at the onset of retirement could create significant problems down the road. We'll handle these conversations at your leisure, but a shift toward assets that are not as volatile may be more suitable. It's not that we want to completely avoid equities. Some may be tempted to exit stocks altogether. That might not be the right choice either. Instead, we want to take on the right level of risk. In most cases, some exposure to stocks is the best path. But the growth-oriented strategies of your youth that help build your nest egg should probably be tempered in retirement. Number two, be careful taking Social Security too early. There are some reasons to opt for Social Security when it becomes available at 62. For many, however, that will reduce their lifetime earnings from Social Security. Today, the full retirement age runs between 66 and 67 years old, depending on the year you were born. Individuals who collect Social Security beginning at age 62 receive 25% less in monthly benefits than if they had waited until full retirement age. This assumes a full retirement age based on a date of birth between 1943 and 1954. Delaying Social Security until 70 allows you to receive the maximum benefit that's available. It will provide you with an additional 32% over what you'd pocket at full retirement age. Assuming full retirement age based on a birth date between 1943 and 1954, both examples are for illustrative purposes only. Rules governing Social Security are complex, and the information I've provided is simply a general overview. Much will go into your decision to begin collecting your monthly benefit. It goes without saying that I'm happy to lay out various strategies so that we can best position you when the time comes. 3, implementing the correct distribution strategy. If all your retirement assets are 100% in Roth IRA, taxes are much less of an issue when you withdraw for living expenses. However, many of us have our savings in traditional IRA or 401k. Distributions will be taxed at your marginal tax rate. You may also be liable for penalties if you withdraw before the age of 59 and a half. Watch out for the required minimum distribution or RMD for your IRA, which now begins at age 72, 70 and a half if you turn 70 and a half prior to January 2020. You may decide to leave your IRA alone until RMDs are required. Some may choose to take withdrawals prior to 72 as a way to reduce future RMDs and the potential tax implications of large withdrawals when they become mandatory. Let me add that these ideas are general in nature. It's a complex topic that could be explored in depth. My goal is to make you aware of the idea. There are ways to maximize your benefits and minimize costs. We will tailor our recommendation strategies to fit your specific needs. 4, spending too much on or spending too little. When you retire, your lifestyle will change. You'll have the opportunity to enjoy new experiences, enjoy them on your terms, but let me gently caution you not to overspend in the early years of retirement. Recognize that you'll be living on a fixed income and you'll have a finite ability to earn extra cash. This is especially true as you get older. At the same time, some retirees can be too cautious about spending. They have ample reserves, but sometimes guard them too closely. We applaud those who want to leave a financial legacy to their children, but balance that desire to have some fun in retirement as well. Number 5, be aware of scams. I won't spend too much time on this as I've written about elder financial abuse and identity theft in the past, and will gladly provide you with more information if you would like. 6, watch out for medical expenses. You have Medicare and probably have a supplemental policy, but deductibles and health expenses that are not covered by insurance are always a challenge. It's important to budget for insurance and medical expenses that will likely occur as you get older. And our 7th and final one is you may live longer than you expect. Don't let the success of your retirement plan be predicated upon saying goodbye to your loved ones shortly after leaving the workforce. Life expectancy and longevity can only be estimated. Some folks will live well into their 80s, 90s, and even 100s. Continue to plan as if you'll be tapping into your savings long after you have retired. Lastly, stay active and volunteer. It will help keep you physically fit and mentally sharp. Just as we have a plan for your finances, it's critical to have a plan that keeps you active and helps you enjoy retirement. I trust you found this review to be educational and informative. Once again, it's my job to assist you. If you have any questions or would like to discuss any matters, feel free to give me a call. As always, I'm humbled and honored that you've given me the opportunity to serve as your financial advisor.